Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And the focus is very much on Serie A, the top division here in Italy. Stuart, your expectations?
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
And Milan's lineup looks like this. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Davide Calabria plays with Theo Hernandez in the wide defensive areas. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Beautifully weighted ball, but mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
Lost possession. Kea. On the ball, Rafael Leao. Can he put them in front? And there it is! The opening goal in the derby goes to Milan. And that has silenced the majority in here. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? And a chance to whip it in here. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Did well to win the ball back. And the emphasis is on creativity. Can they get in behind them? Firing it towards goal. Determined block. Timely intervention. Just can't get it past them. Retaining possession proving difficult. Rebic. Oh, good-looking run. Is it going to be? It must go in, surely. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish. Well, a second goal for them here. Rebic. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. They've lost it.
Well, as those stats show us, Milan haven't controlled the possession, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Useful looking position, you've got to say. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Bad pass. And the keeper will happily collect that one. And intercepted it. Can he take the chance? Good technique displayed. And the keeper taking care of the situation. And the whistle is sounded for half-time. And away they go again. Breathtaking stuff from Milan in the first 45. What will the second half bring us? Castillejo. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal! So on with the game here. Milan accelerating away from their opponents, it appears. Oh, a lovely ball. And they could do damage. Well, he had the chance. He went for power. He might be regretting that now.
Well, he got his angles all wrong there. That's a poor miss.
Samu Castillejo. Theo Hernandez. Kessié. Giroud. And he's made headway. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Rafael Leao. Running with the ball confidently. And a goal. It was served up on a silver platter for him. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. But was able to do his job defensively in the end. A delicious piece of skill. Very difficult challenge to perform, but he succeeded. Giroud. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Kessié. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
Who's going to get on the end of it? And still dangerous. Threat over for now, it seems. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Credit to them for winning back possession. Kessié. Real chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Ilicic. It's with Daron. Well-timed tackle. Now can they create something? And darting through. Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
There's a slide rule pass. He's in position. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. That's a nice-looking ball. But he can't keep that effort on target. And a goal kick it'll be. Federico Mattiello. It'll be a corner. Who can he pick out? And well off target in the end. Good pressure from the defender to put him off. Well, no stopping him. And let's give credit to the defending. And if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Oh, fancy footwork. Oh, can you believe what we've just seen? I think we're going to be viewing. And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment.
lose my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And the focus is very much on Serie A, the top division here in Italy. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game.
Has eyes for goal. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Played over. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Defensive roadblock in the way of that cross. This is how the visitors will set up today. Pepe Reina is the goalkeeper. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic plays alongside Luis Alberto in central midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one.
Derek, he's got to tuck this away.
And up for grabs off the keeper. Well, a good tackle. Outdoing his opponent. But a good piece of tidying up. Not a great pass. Now what can they do from here? He made it look simple, really. A move of promise on the flank. Pedro might want it. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Husai. Pressing high to win the ball. Milinkovic-Savic. And the problem not completely solved. And it's with Pedro. And a strong tackle. An incisive pass. Tries to lift it. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. And he takes it away in a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Jordan Lukaku. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Error by the keeper might give them a chance. Oh, a goal! The error seized upon, and the goalkeeper left with egg on his face. And back underway, 1-0 it is. Milinkovic-Savic, and no way through. And space to cross it. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Must take the lead here. And still danger here. Well, good defending, clattered out of there.
Well, I still don't know how he kept that out, Derek. It's a fantastic save to keep it all square.
Hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding. We wondered who was going to win the race. The answer, the goalkeeper. A chance then for the respective managers. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Able to get a body in the way. And a throw-in it's going to be. Magnificent defending. An unforced error, you've got to say. You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, he stepped forward for his team with the equaliser. It could prove to be the key turning point in this
Well, the danger was on, but just a fraction offside. Now what can they do from here? Oh, good reflexes from the keeper, and the danger averted. And taken short. Mele. It's come off the keeper. And a goal at the second time of asking. But the keeper has let his team down.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the possession, but they've shown a real lack of creativity today. They need to be far more inventive in the final third if they're to turn things round here.
And now they have the ball back. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. And that was a very fine read. Well, the attack looks promising. Oh, a lovely ball. Still a chance. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Duvan Zapata. It's there for him. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Over it comes. Oh, really good header. Really fine goalkeeping. Corner kick awarded. And let's see if this will help them add to the lead. Well, not cleared away completely. Threat over for now, it seems. Milinkovic-Savic. Pedro. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Not a good pass. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Promising sequence. And players waiting at the far post. And there it is! But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Remo Freuler. Oh, so close to extending their lead.
Well, that really would have put them in a commanding position, but it's still all to play for here.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Flinging himself at it, the keeper. Well, they'll be looking to add to their advantage from this corner. It comes to absolutely nothing. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Well, lovely work to get past his man. Can he finish? Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. So on with the action. And 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Wonderful challenge, and a throw-in coming up. Lukaku, and here's Luis Alberto. A very timely interception. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat. And a warm welcome from a venue that really oozes football history. I'm talking, of course, about the San Siro in Milan. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Lucas Leiva. And Milan's lineup looks like this. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Theo Hernandez starts with Davide Calabria in the fullback positions. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Moving forward effectively. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, he's such a natural finisher.
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that's just a wonderful save. How did he stop that?
This is how the visitors will set up today. Thomas Strakosha gets the nod between the posts. Felipe Anderson plays with Jordan Lukaku in the wide areas. And the focal point in attack today, Ciro Immobile. A really top-notch piece of defending. Moving into the advanced position. But they took care of the situation defensively. Not high quality defending. Rafael Leao. Running room in the wide position. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Can they forge ahead? Defensive excellence there. Pressing high to win the ball. Oh, good vision. And he hit it well, but off the post. Goal kick it'll be. Good work from Milan to make sure possession changed hands. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Lucas Leiva. Felipe Anderson. Oh, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Now, let's see what they can do here. An incisive pass. Can he put them ahead? And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the possession, but they've shown a real lack of invention today. One or two of their more talented players need to step up now to get them back into this game.
And he did well to cut it out. Giroud! An unforced error, you've got to say. Ciro Immobile. Superbly read and executed. Giroud. Oh, big opportunity. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Lucas Leiva. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Lucas Leiva. Immobile now. Lukaku. And that's a corner. And short it is. Oh, he's given it away. Well, it looked as though they might be in just for a second or two. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Francesco Acerbi. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. And that was a very fine read. Well, he put the cross into the right place, but no one able to finish it off. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. Well, they get the ball rolling again, and Milan are quite frankly handing out a very harsh lesson here. Lucas Leiva. And the ball with Milinkovic-Savic. 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 Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Giroud. Good tackle taken away. Nearing the end of the contest, and Milan are cruising quite simply.
Well, the result has never really been in doubt, has it? They've created so many chances with some brilliant attacking play. I think they've looked an outstanding team today.
Can he put it away? Still alive, and in it goes! From the goalkeeper's point of view, so disappointing. Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. Lukaku. Oh, he's missed it, and that might be their fate sealed.
Well, that must be it. He surely had to score there.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. And the cross is very much on. And the referee spotted the foul, but can they convert? Not away completely. Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
Rade Krunic. Goodness gracious me! How about that for technique? You can't... And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. That's the big story.
Oh dear, Derek. That was a worrying display. They were...
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player, Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. Stuart, what are you expecting?
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Dangerous looking attack. Take it away. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Oh, brilliant effort. But the woodwork getting in the way.
Well, it's super skill, Derek. He made such good contact with the ball. He just can't believe he hasn't scored there.
Rafael Leao. And an astute piece of defending. Rafael Leao. Giroud. Well, options at the back post here. And the problem not completely solved. Well, nothing untoward happened. Showing a lot of guile there. But a good piece of tidying up. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Defensive efficiency personified. Rebic. And it's a quality pass. And there it is! The opening goal in the derby goes to Milan. And that has silenced the majority in here. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Promising looking ball. Well, it was close, but offside nonetheless.
Well, it's a matter of inches there, but he just went a fraction too early.
A sloppy pass. Totally confused his opponent. And read the danger magnificently.
Well, if he gets this wrong, a penalty and a sending off, but he was spot on with his challenge.
Making sure nothing came of it. And tidily played. Credit to them for winning back possession. Giroud. Oh, what's he gone and done? Must score. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved. Well, a second goal for them here. Strong but fair tackle. Well, we're almost at the halfway stage and they're not making home advantage work for them one little bit here. Stuart, your assessment?
Well, they've been outplayed in this first half and they need that half-time whistle to come soon so they can regroup, change one or two things tactically and come out with a better attitude in the second 45.
He has time to play it over, but nothing doing in an attacking sense. Given away by the Rossoneri. Federico Mattiello. So a throw in here. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw in. Untidy on the ball. Giroud. Kessié has it. And there it is, the half-time whistle. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Castillejo. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Giroud. Still a chance. Well, they can bring it out now. Well, not the pass he had in mind. And Milan moving the ball with purpose. But really sticking to their task defensively. Well, terrific skill. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Federico Mattiello, and threading it forward. Well, you have to categorise that as a missed opportunity. "30 minutes left for play. And room to roam on the wing for Milan. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Rebic. Oh dear, not really troubling the goalkeeper at all, Stuart.
Well, from that range he should be scoring, and he knows it.
Well, he's allowed his opponent to get past him. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, nothing comes of it. Kessié. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Offside by a fraction. Remo Freuler. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. He brings it down, but work to do. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Duvan Zapata. Well, he's missed the chance, and the keeper didn't have to do very much. Read it well. Giroud. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Olivier Giroud. Oh, in with a chance. And the ball is loose. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. Goalkeeper error. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Lovely work to get past his man, putting his body on the line. Giroud. Well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Tremendous intuition to win it back. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. Might it be Olivier Giroud? A goal! How about that? He's put it away. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what...
your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out where I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
Today, Stuart Robson, and the focus is very much on Serie A, the top division here in Italy. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
On a pass that lacks quality. Oh, great vision. He just needs to remain icy cool. And in by Pedro. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Dispossessed there. Tremendous piece of tackling. On the offensive. Possession changes hands, the interception there. A glorious chance. Oh, he wasn't ruthless enough in front of goal. Keeper has it now. Milinkovic-Savic. Failure to hold it there on Pedro's part. There's a slide rule pass. And this situation could be dangerous. Promising avenue of attack thanks to Pedro. Oh, great defending. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Immobile. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Milinkovic-Savic. And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a 2-goal lead now. So 2-0 now. Perfect example of how to execute a slide tackle. Losing possession here.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have had most of the ball, and that's been because of their ability to win the ball back so quickly. Their pressing has been excellent, and they just haven't stopped working. It's been a fantastic performance up to now.
Duvan Zapata. Wonderful chance. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Well, the goalkeeper got there in the end.
Well, his recovery is brilliant here. So athletic.
Oh, foul play, says the referee. It's a weighted pass. Just cutting off the supply. Well, they no longer have the ball. Getting forward. An alert piece of defending. Wasted possession again. Cataldi. Ciro Immobile. Oh, skipping away. And return to Immobile. A really top-notch piece of defending. A delicious piece of skill. Mario Pasalic. Fruitful looking attack. Oh, surely! Splendid defending.
Well, could this be the turning point? The fans are certainly hoping so.
Not really the ideal clearance. A chance then for the respective manager. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Pedro. It did look on for them, but not to be. Totally fooled him. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Well, no danger now. Ilicic. And dispossessed. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Immobile. Will he find the net? Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look how he reacts.
Well, another corner kick conceded. Let's see what they do this time. And deciding to go short with this one. Still not clear. And a goal! What a magnificent display. It's such a one-sided contest here. 3 goals without reply. "30 minutes to go then." And they'll be happy to have regained possession. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, they might be onto something. And possession given away. Immobile. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Federico Mattiello. Unable to keep the ball. Just not looking confident in possession. Ilicic. It's with Zapata. He's showing a real will to win the ball. Good visualisation and execution. A glorious chance. Still alive. Well, that's the end of that for now. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Lukaku. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Well, possibilities in the centre. And they could face difficulties here. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let-up here. Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Milinkovic-Savic. And a poor ball. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Well, he's been ruled to have taken up an illegal position. Only just, however, Stuart.
Well, he loves running off the back of defenders, but on this occasion, he's just gone a fraction too early.
Can he do it? And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Ilicic. Well, visionary passing. It's got to be. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. And that is how to tackle inside your own penalty area. Well, there goes the final whistle, and it's all gone to... And a very good evening to you. A big night ahead here at the San Siro, or as it's sometimes referred to, the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And we're focusing on live action from Italy's top division, Serie A. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to...
Might it be Olivier Giroud? And a goal! An early boost for them. The first goal of the game. They're off and running. 1-0 then. He's allowed his opponent to get past him, but the danger averted for now. Pedro, and he's broken free. It's Pedro who has found the net here. So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Serie. Beautifully disguised ball. Oh, so close to opening up the defence. Really good high press. Giroud. In position. And it goes! 2 goals in rapid-fire fashion and looking very comfortable here. Underway again with the score at 3-1. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. And they need to get tighter. Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. And on the back of that decision, now it's a caution.
Well, it's a tight call, but in the end, I think he's got it right. A penalty and a yellow card.
the game here. Milan accelerating away from their opponents, it appears. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. We're underway again, and this game was finished as a... It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. Pedro. Excellent first touch under the circumstances there. Not the best clearance. Well, they survived the attack. Pedro. Lukaku. Denied by the bar. Back in play here.
Well, how did that not go in? It was a great effort, you have to say.
Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Promising looking attack. And behind it goes, the concession of a corner here. But he's gone short with it. Rade Krunic. Smuggled away. Giroud. Well, no way through. Ciro Immobile. Felipe Anderson. And it's with Pedro. Can they slot it home? Well, able to survive that attacking push. Rade Krunic. Milinkovic-Savic. A chance then for the respective manager. Back in business here, and Milan very much bossing it in the first half of this match. Will we see more of the same in the second half? Giroud. A real struggle to contain him. Well, then there to tidy up. Rafael Leao. Well, that's a well-timed pass. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Immobile. Milinkovic-Savic. And he did well to cut it out. Rebic. Running with the ball confidently. Opportunity here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. And as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Defenders need to cover. And nicely parried away. And this situation could be dangerous. Can he take advantage? Just couldn't get it through. Immobile. And that's fantastic goalkeeping to get across and deal with the danger. Well, the short corner routine. Jordan Lukaku. And that was a very fine read. And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. They've given it away. And a throw-in it's going to be. Milinkovic-Savic. Well, the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them. Pedro. Opportunity here. Anderson. And just narrowly wide in the end. Olivier Giroud. Now potential danger. Will he? Terrific save.
Well, that's a top-class save. He read it so well.
Now, how about the short corner? Rade Krunic. And he takes it on, making sure it didn't get past him. Giroud. Ciro Immobile. Teammate and support. Crisp tackling. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Losing possession a bit easily. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Milinkovic-Savic. Felipe Anderson. Failure to hold it there on Pedro's part. And splendid goalkeeping.
Well, it's a decent attempt, but in the end, not enough. And as you say, good goalkeeping.
Samu Castillejo. Oh, a lovely ball. Pressing high to win the ball. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And that will be all for this game anyway. And defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect.
And joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. Stuart, can't wait for this one.
No, nor can I, Derek. They don't come any bigger than this, do they? The two giants of Spanish football. The atmosphere is incredible inside this stadium. Let's hope we see a top-class game as well.
Can he put it in? Nicely blocked. Perfectly fair tackle, and it will be a corner. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Hazard! Great work defensively, but still... And he got to it fairly easily. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Gareth Bale plays with Vinicius Junior in the wide areas. And in attack, Eden Hazard starts alongside Karim Benzema. Gives it a go. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? And Barca moving the ball with purpose. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Bale. Eduardo Camavinga. Well read to ease the pressure. Benzema. This looks interesting. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Delightful pass. Hazard. And will it be the leveller? And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper. Real Madrid are level. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Could be. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. So the game has been restarted. What sort of response will that elicit from Real Madrid? On attacking possibilities. Benzema. It's still alive. Oh, the keeper at fault. Oh, a goal! And a moment the goalkeeper would like to forget all about. Well, back underway here, and they've split the 4 goals between them so far. Ansu Fati. Getting forward. To take the lead. And still an opportunity. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
Well, not the pass he had in mind. Frankie de Jong. Cross towards that far post. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Threat over for now, it seems. It's the threaded Hazard pass. And possession given away. Aguero. Ansu Fati. De Jong. And possibilities here. And the first half is in the history book. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Camavinga. Benzema. Space afforded him. Chance to play it in. Not really the ideal clearance. Eden Hazard. Benzema. Oh, moving it nicely. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, I think you'd be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal and a good overall performance from him. But the next goal is going to be key, I think.
Well, the attack looks promising. But they dealt with the threat posed. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Oh, a nice looking pass. Top-class defending. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Aguero. And that goes down as a very disappointing attempt.
Well, the keeper can't believe his luck. That's a really poor effort.
Oh, great attacking play. In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And let's give credit to the defending. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Well, not hard to read that pass. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Well, it was a promising avenue of attack, but the momentum has been halted. You wouldn't be surprised to see the card handed out. And the yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
And the goal, almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Must be, and it goes to square the game. What a contest this is turning out to be. Underway again. We can't complain about a lack of entertainment. 3-3. He's taken on his opponent here. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. And the pass could do damage. Can they put it away? On a time for composure on the ball. A bit sloppy in possession. 5 minutes remaining and level pegging here.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Went in strongly, decisively. Barcelona on the front foot in anticipation of scoring the winner. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. And we will have just one additional minute.
Well, these Real fans are driving their team forward here. Just listen to this noise. They can sense a winner coming.
A really top-notch piece of defending. There we have it. The 90 minutes are over and nothing to choose but...
jack it up.
Two proud Madrid clubs founded in 1902 and 1903 respectively. I'm talking about Real and Atletico, and here we are at the Bernabeu, ready for action. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. A lot to look forward to here, Stuart.
Well, Derek, I love watching both of these teams for different reasons.
In with a chance! Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. Crisp tackling. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Vinicius Junior starts with Gareth Bale on the flanks. And in attack, Eden Hazard starts alongside Karim Benzema. And here are the starters for Atletico. Jan Oblak stands between the posts. Kieran Trippier starts with Renan Lodi in the fullback positions. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. And taken away from Hazard. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. And continues his run. Llorente. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. And making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Bale. And a useful cross. In it goes! Real Madrid take the lead in the derby. And just look at the fans. Utterly delighted. Back in action then. Let's see if Atletico, having conceded, can wipe out that last goal. Vinicius Junior. Magnificent defending. Robbed them. Oh, terrific pass. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. Very quick thinking there. Benzema. And is it going to be Gareth Bale? And that's a save you'll be seeing again and again from Oblak. Playing it in. Finally gathered by the keeper.
Well, that's a really good recovery. He had to be smart there.
Joao Felix. Atletico have given us away. And simple for the keeper to just come and collect.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but when they have had it, they've looked so...
Now hold on, Stuart, they're in here. Well, the keeper was called upon and delivered.
Well, he's so good in those 1v1 moments, and he's proved it yet again.
Joao Felix. A chance to whip it in. High quality defending. Benzema. And return to Hazard. And a goal to really bolster things for them. Two in front. So 2-0 now. Went in strongly, decisively. And the first half is in the history books. And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? Tremendously strong in the tackle. Encouraging this from Atletico. Marcos Llorente. He read the situation defensively and did his job. He's given it straight to the opposition. Good-looking sequence. Llorente. Can they keep it out? And relief as the keeper holds on.
Well, he reacts so quickly, doesn't he? That's a great bit of work from him.
What a shocking pass, really. Benzema. What can Real do from this position? Well read to ease the pressure. 30 minutes left for play. In the right place to cut out the pass. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Skipping away. An alert piece of defending. And slipped through by Karim Benzema. And it's there for Karim Benzema. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition. Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Well, he was keen to give that one a go, sadly lacking a bit of accuracy. Vinicius. And Benzema in the middle. Looked to me like a good cross, but fine goalkeeping. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Sutherland. Untidy in possession. He's found a pocket of space. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Just 10 minutes remaining here. Well, no stopping him. But really sticking to their task defensively. Karim Benzema. And giving the ball away. Carrasco. Suarez. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. An important interception. David Alaba. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. It should be. So the referee brings this match to an end, and for Atletico... Joining me for commentary, as always on these big occasions, is Stuart Robson. Stuart, what should we be looking forward to seeing in this one?
Well, we've got two very good teams, a great atmosphere, but different styles. One team very good at defending, the other team great attack inside. Who will impose their style on the other? This is going to be interesting.
The cross is on. Now, what's the plan from Yannick Carrasco from here? Really vital interception. Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Sergio Busquets plays alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. This is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Kieran Trippier starts with Renan Lodi in the fullback positions. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Carrasco. Are they going to forge ahead? And a fine tackle. Llorente. And a body in the way. Carrasco, not what he was intending, bad pass. Llorente. Must take the lead here. Atletico have the corner. Not really the ideal clearance. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Lovely work to get past his man. Opportunity, Carrasco. Suarez. And dispossessed. And he read it well, intercepting it. Now can they make something happen? Joao Felix. And rattling the post.
Well, that was a bit unlucky, because you just get the feeling they need to make the most of one of these chances.
The delivery from Dembele. Thumped clear. Luis Suarez. Llorente. Will it lead to the goal that puts them ahead? Oh, again the frame of the goal. Well, it's certainly not like Busquets to give it away like that.
Well, there it is. Atletico have dominated possession in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances. But when you're enjoying that amount of possession, you need to make it count.
Oh, that's a really good run. Can they keep it out? Finally gathered by the keeper.
Well, that's a really good recovery. He had to be smart there.
Carrasco. Oh, a nice looking pass. And Suarez keeps going. And running through to the keeper. Well, the first 45 minutes have... Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. How about the cross? However, nothing comes of it. Slipshod passing. Depay. Atletico have it back. Depay. Brilliantly blocked. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Forward they go, using Carrasco on this occasion. Has a go! Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. Elects to go short. Sutherland, able to get a body in the way. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. A glorious chance. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality. Well, a second goal for them here. It's a good-looking ball in behind. And that is the sort of tackle he had scripted in his mind. Sutherland.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
And just failing to bend the run enough. And the flag has been raised. Fati. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. 20 minutes to go. Atletico might be able to cash in here. Cross towards that far post. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Punched away. Suarez. Now with Suarez. Well, the goalkeeper dealt with it admirably. An important interception. Carrasco. Not a hard save for Ter Stegen to make. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here.
As the stats show us, Barcelona have had less of the ball, but their speed of attack when they win the ball back has been breathtaking. It's been a really good performance from them so far.
It should be. Up a cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. Poor pass. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Surely. Oh, fantastic effort. He made great contact, but the keeper more than equal to it. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. And slipped through beautifully. Well, nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And there goes the final whistle. It ends into... Good pressure. They are the two foremost teams in Spanish football, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and they're getting ready to face each other here at the Bernabeu. My name's Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. Stuart, can't wait for this one.
No, nor can I, Derek. They don't come any bigger than this, do they? The two giants of Spanish football. The atmosphere is incredible inside this stadium. Let's hope we see a top-class game as well.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Gareth Bale plays with Vinicius Junior in the wide areas. And in attack, Eden Hazard starts alongside Karim Benzema. Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-André ter Stegen starts in goal. Frenkie de Jong plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Well, back underway here. What sort of response will that goal elicit from Barca? He's in behind. Surely. Well, he didn't miss by much, but full marks for trying. Depay. Promising move from Barcelona. Top-class defending. Depay. And not quite accurate enough, Stuart.
Well, I think he should do better there, but at least they're now knocking at the door.
Bale. Benzema. Must be. There it is. 2 to the good now, and that gives them a buffer. Well, a second goal for them here. And he did well to cut it out. De Jong. Dembele on the ball. Depay. Memphis Depay! That really would have changed the equation had it gone in, Stuart.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
Real Madrid have given it away.
Well, there you can see Real Madrid haven't been able to control possession, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Well, they've lost the ball. It's a good-looking ball in behind, and the flag raised. Offside it is. Well read to win possession back. Depay. A danger here as he runs at them. And a tidy challenge. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Well, nicely cut out. Well, now here's Eden Hazard. Bale. And the cross goes in. Well, he failed to get Hazard. And it's there for Karim Benzema. Oh, that is outrageously spectacular. Well, a flair for the dramatic, to say the least. We'll be replaying that one over and over again for a long time to come. And the first. So back in business here, and it was a below-par effort from Barcelona in the first half. Will they fare better in the second? Frenkie de Jong. Sergio Busquets. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Hazard, and a chance for Eden Hazard. Well, the ball lost here. Benzema. It might still be problematic. Well, he's given us away. He's got the right idea with that pass. Hazard. And the keeper taking it cleanly. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. They need to get bodies back. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius! And now he must score. He had to score, and he does. So on they go again, and every indication that Real are going to stroll to victory here. De Jong. It looks promising. Hazard on the ball. And he's taken it away. Now can they create something? It might be. Couldn't quite hang on. Sergio Busquets has lost it. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Will they profit from this situation? And a good take under duress there. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Great pressure to win the ball back. Benzema seducing with his passing. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And he successfully got past him. And the danger's still on. Well, nothing comes of it. They're showing good defensive judgment. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. He's in behind. And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Committed challenge. Well, totally confused his opponent. But fair play, that goes down as a very good recovery. This looks threatening. Was it the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? If so, he's off. And I think that's one we could have called from 5 miles away, Stuart. Clear red card offence.
Well, you've obviously got very good eyesight, but no doubt about that. He stopped a goal-scoring opportunity there. He had to go.
The referee blows his whistle for full time, and Barcelona have lost. That is the big story.
Well, Derek, that just wasn't good enough today. A lack of a game plan, too many players below par, and not enough energy all around the pitch.
two proud Madrid clubs founded in 1902 and 1903 respectively. I'm talking about Real and Atletico, and here we are at the Bernabeu, ready for action. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. A lot to look forward to here, Stuart.
Well, Derek, I love watching both of these teams for different reasons, but that's what makes it so interesting. Let's hope we're not disappointed today.
Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal.
Oh, can he finish it, Derek?
Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Brilliant piece of skill.
Well, so close to seeing an early goal here. It's a great save, you have to say.
A fine reading of the situation. He's lost it. Well, he's outplayed and outthought him. He could pick out a teammate. Really getting stuck in. Wonderfully creative and highly effective. We're talking, of course, about Eden Hazard.
Well, he's such a natural finisher. He has everything.
The pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. Take it away. And they could face difficulties here. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Well, running room in the wide position. Can they get themselves in front here? Read it well. Encouraging this from Atletico. Well, he certainly wasn't offside by a mile. Wasteful again in possession. Llorente. Opportunity missed. Vinicius Junior. Eden Hazard. And the danger is averted. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets. Not the best clearance. But it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Alaba failed to hold it. Playing with purpose and control. Carrasco prepared to fire. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser? Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, they've not had quite enough purpose to their attacking play so far. It's all been a bit too predictable. But in the second half, if they can get more support to their strikers and play with greater intensity, they can certainly turn this around.
This could level it, and it is the equaliser. Parity now, and who's to say what's going to happen next? So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Well, it's advantage Atletico after the first 45, but this is a long way from being settled. And snuffing out the danger. And slipped through by Karim Benzema. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Well, the decision is offside, and he's bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Chance to take the lead. And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. In the right place to cut out the pass. Bale. And clears his lines. Carvajal. Federico Valverde. Not a good pass. Carrasco. Marcos Llorente has it. And simple for the keeper. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Well, a brilliantly executed free kick. So near, Stuart.
Well, he'll have practiced that time and time again. It's a fantastic bit of technique, but he just can't get it down in time.
Just 20 minutes remaining now. Eden Hazard. It's the threaded Hazard pass. And that's a very good parry. Perhaps an opportunity here for Real Madrid to take the lead. Corner.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Plays it back. Well, pressure building. Another corner. Over it comes. Attending to his defensive chores. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. Camavinga. Hazard. And the problem not completely solved. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Atletico get the free kick decision their way. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Camavinga. Well, a goal at this stage could be decisive, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Ball lost by Atletico.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but these Real fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise.
Well, he really read that brilliantly. Well, a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. Suarez. Joao Felix. Can they forge ahead? And a goal for Atletico! And who knows that? And there it is, the final whistle, the headline.
The streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your something I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Against Atletico, and it's a real privilege to be broadcasting this game here in Catalonia. I'm Derek Ray, and with me to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. Stuart, this should be a good one.
It certainly should. The atmosphere is crackling. Two very good teams, two managers that like to play different styles of football. I think this is going to be a top-class game.
Has eyes for goal. The crossbar got in the way. Getting in there to intercept. And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-André ter Stegen starts in goal. Frenkie de Jong plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front. That ball was put into the right area, but no one able to capitalise. To take the lead. Good pressure high up the pitch. Must take the lead here. Well denied by the keeper, but really he only has himself to blame. This is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Renan Lodi plays with Kieran Trippier as fullbacks. And the tactical... The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. That was a tremendous save after a wonderful free kick. It's a Barcelona corner. Defensive efficiency personified. An example of how to press. Dangerous ball. Interception to snuff out the danger. Carrasco. And a fantastic diving save. Who can he pick out? Well, that's the end of that for now. Abe. Outdoing his opponent. And space for the cross. Disappointing cross and gobbled up by the keeper. Can he give them the lead? In the opinion of the referee, that is a penalty. And into the book he goes too.
Well, once he gave the penalty, he was always going to give him a yellow card.
Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. Carrasco. Can they convert? He knew he had to make the tackle and did. Well, really closing him down. And room to roam for Barca on the wing. Can he finish? In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic. Action underway once more. Will there be a swift reply from Atletico following this setback? Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Has someone to play it to. And a goal! The quick 1-2! And they've turned this game on its head. Well, a second goal for them here. Sutherland. Crossed accurately towards the far post. And following the clearance, it will be a corner.
Well, no surprise there. Barcelona have enjoyed most of the possession, and they've made good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football, and they look like scoring more.
Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Fine cross into the middle. Not away completely. Well, the first 45 minutes have come. Underway again here, and Atletico know they've got to perform an awful lot better this half than they did in the first 45. Read it well. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. And Barcelona finding space on the flank. Dembele with the cross. Well, not the best clearance. It's a perfect challenge. And the counter looks on here. Options available. but really sticking to their task defensively. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Well, the keeper had a lot to do.
Well, it's a great piece of goalkeeping. So quick off his line.
Well, goalkeeper mistake. Will there be a price to pay? Tries to lift it. Well, really stout defending there. Off the line. So half an hour remaining. And decent progress here from Luis Suarez. He has options. Aguero. And pulled back. Can he find the net? Determined defending. Did well to win the ball back. Carrasco. Llorente. And on to Felix. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. 20 minutes to go in this one. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Well, not cleared away completely. Frankie de Jong. Cross could be useful. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Joao Felix. But they dealt with the threat posed. Abe. And the cross smuggled away. Carrasco. Going well. Fire towards Luis Suarez, back post. So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Oh, wonderful bit of skill. Really getting stuck in. Nicely cut out. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Flirting with more than a bit of danger following that challenge. He's already been booked. And off he must go after that second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, he really has let his teammates down. He had to be more sensible there.
And with that, the referee blows for full time.
Jack it up.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Slavia Prague, and they face Sparta Prague.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Strong but fair tackle. Was spot on with that challenge. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Excellent defending. Good visualisation and execution. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. Illegal play and hence a free kick. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. And a fine tackle. An attack full of promise. Could be threatening. Well, out of play it goes, and that was in no small measure due to the effective press. A running room in the wide position. Now can they create something? And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. Polish. Did well to win the ball back. Tomasz Holisz. He continues his run. Read it superbly to take back possession. Promising possession, this. Crossed into the penalty area. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality. 1-0 then. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Couldn't keep the ball. Might really be able to trouble them here. So near, but wide. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. In with a chance. Well, he's been ruled offside. Holisz. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Good-looking sequence. Could be. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. Well, a second goal for them here. Holisz. Nikolai Stanciu. Jakub Hromada. Good pressure high up the pitch. And with that, the first half draws. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Oh, what an opportunity. And offside by a very small margin. Read it well. This looks interesting. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Well, spot on with that challenge. Well, it did look dangerous for a moment, but the keeper has it now. Failed to keep hold of it. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Credit to them for winning back possession. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Another perfect position to read it. And he read it superbly. A very good tackle. And he takes it away. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. And there's the feed into the box. Easy meat for the goalkeeper. Can they trouble the opposition this time? 20 minutes to go in this one. Oh, they have it again. can he get one back? And with that, that's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Not the worst free kick in the world, but the goalkeeper equal to it. And they do like to press whenever they can. Good use of advantage by the referee. Carlson. Well, it was a promising avenue of attack, but the momentum has been halted. You wouldn't be surprised to see the card handed out. And take it away. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Could reduce the deficit. And in it goes. And you never know in this game. They might yet be able to level it. Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Throw-ins given. We might very well have late excitement here. 5 minutes to go and just one goal between them. Well, on the cusp of full-time, the home side keep plugging away but find themselves on the wrong end of the scoreline. Stuart, your thoughts on what you've seen?
Well, it's been a fairly even match, but at key moments they've just been second best. They could have defended better for the goals, and they've missed opportunities at the other end. It'll be a disappointing result.
Oh, Stuart, an opportunity! Looking for the angle. Had to come up with the ball, and did. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on.
Well, the fans believe there's hope.
And so the referee blows for full time, and